back to Beyond the Sprue. My name is Jim and this is the channel that gives you very regular updates on the modelling world. We cover major manufacturers and we cover ones that aren't so well known as well. If you're new here, you're more than welcome. If you're a regular, well, you know what's coming next. It's the question, which will be right after this very short video. Which feature enhances the survivability of the Black Hawk helicopter? Is it A, armoured cockpit, B, crash-resistant fuel system, C, infrared suppression system, or D, all of those? Answer at the end, as always.
And MiniArt are producing a Sonderkraftfahrzeug 234-3 with a 2cm SCHWEBELAFETTE, a 38 cannon. And this is a historically accurate World War II German armoured vehicle. And this kit is coming in 1/35 scale. It's coming with photo etch parts to enhance the already intricate details, and it comes with 2 scheme options. And staying with MiniArt, they have announced a German 3-ton cargo truck mid-production model, again in 1/35 scale. This is coming with 5 scheme options, including units that were based in the Ukraine and France, and even a captured US version, perfect for your World War II dioramas and enthusiasts, and coming with a fully detailed engine, interiors and customizable cargo area, and you can have the bed open or you can have it covered with a tarp. And staying with trucks, Ace Models have announced a 1/72 scale Dodge WC-43 truck, and it's going to be configured as a telephone installation maintenance vehicle. Great little kit, and it's not resin. You've got to put it together the good old-fashioned way from sprues. And Lamo Models have given an update on their BA-64B light armoured car. It's coming in the German Army and the Soviet Army versions. They've had some hiccups on their production line, but things are back on time now, and they've swapped the original rubber tyres for plastic tyres, which they say everybody likes because they basically received a lot of criticism. So they've listened and they've changed it, and that will be with us soon. That's in 1/35 scale. It does look to be some really good interior detail on this kit, so perhaps we can forgive them for the delay. So continuing the announcement on amusing hobbies, Leopard 2 ARC 3.0 4th generation main battle tank, that was announced recently in 1/35 scale. They've released some renderings of said tank, and looks to be pretty good. And ICM have announced their 0131 with driver is coming soon. It's going to be the Armed Forces of Ukraine colours. The that digital camo though does come as a transfer or a decal, so I don't think you've got to get the airbrush out for that one. And they've also given an update on their Wehrmacht armoured vehicles, the 3 vehicle sets in 1/35 scale. That should be out very soon as well. And there's individual marking decals for each vehicle. And Rich Models are releasing a US 75mm pack howitzer. Comes with enough parts to make 2 models themselves, and comes with 3D printed parts, muzzle cover, 3 types of ammo, and 2 types of ammunition boxes. And ICM are releasing a Truppenluftschutzwagen in 1/35 scale. So this is a half truck with a Flak 38 mounted on the bed at the back, and you can have it in transport or combat configuration. Comes with a couple of decal schemes. Should be released very soon, 1/35 scale. And Gecko Models have released some images of their US M76 amphibious cargo carrier, the Otter, and the late production model in 1/35 scale, and they've released some images, as I say, and here they are, and looking very nice too. AFV Club have upgraded their Weasley 1 Mel's. This is coming with a completely new Mel's launcher and missile set, and a new wheel set, and new driver's hatches, and recrafted antenna mounts, and so on. That's in 1/35 scale, and makes a lovely little model. And IBG models have announced a 172 Semoventi M40, and which is the Italian 75mm self-propelled gun, and they've given us some renderings. Whilst we're on the subject of IBG, they have also announced a new aircraft, so they're venturing into aircraft, but it's a bit late to feature it in this video. And that aircraft's 172 Gota Geo 244. I've seen some images of it. Looks really good. I'll feature it next time. Shimano making a 1/24 scale Silvia PS13 91. That's a nice looking car. And they're also making a couple of classic cars, the Cedric and Gloria. And again, nice looking models. And staying on the theme of cars, Italieri are making an Audi Quattro in 1/24 scale. And they've given us some images to look at. And the big news of the week is from Takom, and they're making this half track and 250/1, and it's coming in 1/16 scale. It's highly detailed and features a driver, and also comes with workable tracks and suspension. Has a fully detailed engine to boot, and looks to be quite the kit, actually. Really nice. And the dashboard and interiors recreated to create a realistic representation of the vehicle. Of course, on this scale you can get the figures to look extremely realistic, and the folds in the clothing and expressions in the faces are just so lifelike. It's incredible. And once they're sat in the vehicle, they're made to sit in there just right, of course, and it really starts to bring it to life. So there's 4 options for the various schemes, and this particular one is set in the Russia in summer 1942. And this scheme is also in Russia. It's 1942, although this time it's the 14th Panzer Division. And this scheme is in Rhodes in Greece in 1943. And the last scheme is again in Russia in summer 1942 with the 48th Panzer Corps. And Blackdog models have released some 1/32 scale German fighter pilots. Blackdog models are very good, and a lot of you will know them very well. And they've also released some US pilots and a mechanic in 1/48 scale. And Mantis released a new set of figures, and these were in 1/35 and 1/16 scale World War II Wehrmacht Panzer crews. The ones on the screen are 1/35 scale. And this new figure from Mitch's military models is in 1/9 scale. I'm sure will excite many figure painters amongst you. World War II Tommy with reversed arms. You have headgear options, including a Royal Artillery soft hat as well as a Brody helmet. And Arto Productions have announced 3 new figures for World War II German tankers, and they're coming with 3 sets of heads. Not sure of the scale, but most likely 1/35. And Alpine Miniatures have released a 1/16 scale sculpture of the Rock of the Marine US 3rd Division. Really nice detail. And Dream Models have released the Chinese Navy FFG Type 054B. It's a 1 in 700 scale, and it's a full kit. 2024 new tool. And Verifire have added some new parts to their new tooling of the Imperial Japanese Navy Musashi, the standard kit. That's coming 1/350 scale. And Verifire have announced some new parts on the advanced version. It's coming with brass parts for guns, resin parts, wooden deck, photo etch, and various other add-ons for the advanced version. And Pit Road have put some new decals on the tooling of last year into a new kit, and this is the JMSDF Submarine SS 516, and new decals on that kit. That's in 1/700 scale. And Black Cat Models have added more parts in their tooling of this year. So this is the landing ship medium 20mm version. That's in 1/350, and they've made a new tooling of the landing ship medium in the 40mm version. That's in 1/350 scale. That's a new tooling on that one from Black Cat Models. And Clearpot Models have now released a H-75M Hawk new tooling. Iconic aircraft, and coming with 4 painting schemes, and these are available right now. And Planet Models have released an unusual 1/72 scale Japanese World War II aircraft, the Nippon, and this is a resin kit, but does come with decals and clear parts as well. Maybe a good venture into resin if you're a first timer. And Meng have released some tempting images to tempt us for next year of a 1/48 scale EA-18G Growler, and this is the Airborne Electronic Warfare Specialist. So they've released some CAD images, and it looks really good. So the kit is going to be 378mm long, so just over a foot, and 285mm wide, and includes P parts, pre-cut painting masks, and it's got 2 scheme options. It's coming with pilots and armament, and should be available to buy in January 2025, which isn't far away. And DecknoModels.com are releasing 3 versions of the Curtiss Robin, the Model B, the Model C, and the Model J, and these are going to come in 1/72 and 1/48 scale. And Welsh Models have released a 1 in 1/44 scale of the Pilatus PC-12, and that's coming in Royal Canadian Mounted Police livery, and is a mix of resin and metal, and so you will need some good skills to make this kit. And Armour Hobby have released some test builds images to tempt us of the new 1/72 scale Key 43 Hayabusa, and that's in 1/72 scale, as I said. Unfortunately, they hit some delays in their pre-sales, so they've extended the pre-sale, and so you can still get some free add-ons if you are interested. And back to Techno Models, they're contemplating making a short S16 Scion 2 in 1/48 scale. It's going to be a resin kit though, and yeah, so I don't know if they're going to do it. They're just saying they may do it. It doesn't come with the decals, but you have to get in touch with Arctic Decals, who offer the same options for the kit. It is entirely made of 3D resin with hollow wings, and it comes with transparent resin windows. And Clearpot Models have made a TB2 UAV, and this is classed as a starter kit. It's coming in 1/72 scale, and they've released some made-up pictures of the model to tempt us. Comes in a few different scheme options. And if you're wanting to build a Caproni Type B torpedo boat, then you could well be in luck, because Micro and Mia are proposing to build one next year as a new tool in 1/72 scale. Definitely unusual. And SCHWEBELAFETTE are producing a new tool of the HU-16B, the Albatross. They say it's only got 350 pieces. It's going to be 1/72 scale. And SCHWEBELAFETTE are also producing a new tooling of the HU-16B/D used in the US Navy and Thailand Canada schemes. That's 1/72 as well. And Model Maker have released a limited edition high quality decal markings on their tooling of 2014, I believe it was. It's a 1/72 scale. Su-22 UM3K707 Polish Tiger 2017 limited edition. And the kit comes with a masking set and some brass parts as well. And looking like Luftwaffe have released their Royal Aircraft Factory B2C, which we featured before. This comes with 8 scheme options. It's 3D printed parts throughout, PE parts, and some lovely colour instructions. If you do make this kit, it'd be good to hear back from you on your experience of it. And they've added some parts to the 2022 tooling and of the Westland Werk BIG, is it? 2A, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that. That's in 1/32 scale. And some fantastic news from ICM. Finally, their MH60L Black Hawk is going to be released in January next year. So we've waited over a year for this, but it is coming, and it's coming soon. 302 pieces, as you can see on the screen, and the rotor diameter is just over 1 foot, and the length is 421 millimeters. It's going to be in 1/48 scale. Has lots of detail and various parts and options, so you can configure it as to how you want it to be made. Awesome. Absolutely love the look of this kit. Cannot wait to get my hands on it. So it just remains for me to say thank you very much for watching. If I can ask a favour of you now, and that's if you can just click the thumbs up and drop me a like. And if you haven't already, why not? Please subscribe, and you will stay abreast of what's going on in the modelling world. And you know what YouTube is like. It will show you stuff, and then it will not show you stuff any longer. So if you haven't subscribed and you lose the channel, then you know it could be a long time to come across us. So subscriptions are the way to stay in touch. I forgot to mention it comes with a acrylic paint set. So on to the question, which feature enhances the survivability of the Black Hawk helicopter? Well, if you said it was D, all of the above, you would have been correct. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time, guys. Bye for now.